True Story Tuesday. The story of Robert Cunningham and Phyllis Penzo and the $6 million lottery tip split. This story inspired the movie It Could Happen to You, starring Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda. So, Robert Cunningham and Phyllis Penzo. Robert Cunningham was a police detective in Dobbs Ferry, New York. He would often go eat at a diner in Yonkers, New York called Sal's Pizzeria, where he was friendly with the waitress here, Phyllis Penzo. So one day in March of 1984, Robert goes into the diner Sal's Pizzeria as he usually do, and he's, interacting with the staff. He's eating his dinner, his lunch, and instead of wanting to leave a tip that day, he told Phyllis that, hey, you know, if I win this lottery, I will split it with you instead of giving you a tip. So Phyllis is like, okay, cool. And Robert said that he and Phyllis sat down and picked out three numbers apiece for the ticket. Now, y'all, this ticket was worth $6 million. And what do you know? Voila, Robert won. And as a man of his word, Robert called Phyllis and told Phyllis, hey, we won. We gonna get your money. Now Phyllis was in disbelief and she was like, Robert, stop playing. He called up and she was like, stop playing. And he was like, I'm not playing. We won. You got $3 million. Now this is a big disbelief to Phyllis because she's been working at this diner for over 20 years and she's been working long hours, what I'm saying, for short pay. And she has been wanting a come up for years. And she finally got it with Robert being a man of his word, sharing the ticket and giving her the $3 million. Now, the spin and the kicker of this movie is that both were involved in relationships already, where Robert was supposedly, he had a girlfriend already, and Phyllis, she was going through like a divorce or breakup with her current partner. Now, the real life details said that Robert and Phyllis actually were married to other people and they had no romantic interest going on with each other. They was just familiar and friendly with each other from Robert coming into the diner over the years. And the movie also showed where there was confusion because of this, but in real life there was no confusion. Robert was very understanding and a man of his word, and his wife was as well. Now, this money really helped Robert and Phyllis come up out of the hole. So, April Fool's Day 1984, Robert is calling Phyllis up out of her sleep, like, hey, we won. Phyllis said she was just asleep. She was like, look, don't be playing with me. I know it's April Fool's Day. And she was like, when she realized, she screamed, woke up her husband, and she was in all kind of excitement because they were millionaires now. The ticket was worth $6 million. Splitting it, they got $3 million apiece, but they was paid that money out over 21 years for an amount of over $285,000 for each year. This both helped Robert and Phyllis buy homes, vehicles, pay off some debt, and then also invest in things they wanted and take care of their family. Again, like the true story, they did not run off into the sunset, get married, fly off in a hot air balloon, none of that. They was just mutual friends. And Robert even said that he knew once he won, it was very much so the right thing to do to split his money, and his wife even agreed. There was no problems with that. Honestly, Phyllis says she just considered this to be a lucky day, a case of luck for her, and Robert said it as well. They felt they were blessed beyond blessed, and they want us to know that remember, it could happen to you.